So Madhu Alexiouse, the COO of Muthoot Capital, is now joining us, and we'll be talking about the outlook post Kerala floods and why brokerages are so bullish on the company. Madhu, thanks a lot for taking time out to chat with us. You have about 40% of your loan book exposure to Kerala. In fact, if you could tell us how it has been so far or likely to be going forward on back of the massive deluge that we saw in the state.
So let me coin my response on two perspectives. One is what had been the strategic direction of Muthoot Capital Services Limited for last couple of years. And then I'll come to Kerala piece, how it is impacting us, so that we can see the holistic view about this catastrophe that has come to this state. Last couple of years, the strategic direction for Muthoot Capital had been how to expand in the non-south areas across the country. Also putting up a distribution network in non-south areas where we were not present or meagerly present. That had been our strategy. And as of now, when we look at first 4 months of our business, we have grown about 100% in non-south areas. We have grown about 40% in south areas. Overall, the company first 4 months has grown by about 30%. And when we say that we have focused on non-south distribution, it had been more on the number of branches that we have got from our flagship company. About 2,800 branches are there, and we have about 5,000 touch points which we service through dealer network. So overall, I would say Muthoot Capital today is not a Kerala-centric business oriented organization. It is spread across the country. The growth outside South, outside Kerala had been very robust. In fact, first 4 months, the industry two-wheeler sales grew by about 15%, and we have almost doubled the growth, in first 4 months. In this backdrop, let me come and talk about Kerala. What is happening in Kerala? We have assessment in terms of what is the book that has been impacted, the areas where flood has affected most, and what is the size of our book there. It is about 8% of our overall Kerala book, which means about 940 crore is a Kerala book. About 8% is impacted, and it is in those areas where the flood has affected, which is about 3% of our overall book. So this is a broad.
So Madhu, I just needed to understand that when such a thing happens. Now we've seen earlier states also such issues happen. Sometimes the recovery takes long. Sometimes the recovery happens much faster. Sometimes it really takes a while before things tend to pick up. What is your sense?
So let me give you a couple of indicators. Last week, let's say last 7 days, we have seen business bouncing back. We are about 60% of the disbursement that used to happen on a regular basis. Collections has improved drastically. We are not making any very pointed collection focus, but whatever voluntarily is coming, we are kind of collecting those money. We are about 40% of our normal collection which used to happen in Kerala. So the indicators, the statistics tells us that things are bouncing back very fast. As I'm talking to you, our flagship company branches, which is about 850 branches, almost 100% is functional now, barring some 10 or 15 dealers. Almost 100% of the dealers are back to action. So we are seeing that things are bouncing back very fast. Now let me give some insight into the collections. We feel that next 30 to 45 days there would be a temporary setback on collections because customers need to go back to their homes and settle down, and they'll have to kind of make up for whatever losses has happened. But our sense, our ground report, our visit to these customers' place, it tells us that it would bounce back sooner than what we are thinking. So if you ask me how it is impacting, I'm saying that it would be about 45 days to 60 days that we'll bounce back to normal. It would impact our NPA in some way. We are comfortable handling that as of now. So it's bouncing back much faster than what we are thinking.
Madhu, thanks a lot, and hopefully this has offered some relief to the investors also out there. Thanks so much for taking time out to talk to us.